College basketball returns here to the Cougar Cage. Lee Smelser Court at the Cougar Cage as tonight in the PCC Sisterhood, or this afternoon I should say, in the PCC Sisterhood Champions second round, the Chaffey College Panthers taking on the College of the Canyons Cougars. Hi everybody, I'm Matt Robinson. Happy to have you along with us as always here on the Cougar Sports Network. Well, an unscheduled home opener for COC was originally supposed to be played at Pasadena City College, but late last week we got word that this game would be moved here to the Cougar Cage, so we get a home opener that we were unaware was going to happen at first, but now we get it here, and it's COC and Chaffey. Yesterday, both these teams won their opening matchups in the PCC tournament. The Cougars with a 75-48 win over San Bernardino Valley College. Chaffey in a low-scoring affair, a 48-33 win over Porterville College. So both the teams 1-0 to start their season. And we'll go at it in the second round here today. For the Cougars, they finished 2022-23 with 11 conference wins, but just 17 wins overall. It's a short bench this year, only 8 active players going into today's matchup, as they are still without Amaya Robinson, who last season went down with an injury and is still recovering from a few things, so she is not expected to play today. So the Cougars going with 8 on the bench, or 8 total, 5 on the floor, 3 on the bench. For Chaffey, an 11-win season last year. 10 of their 11 wins came in conference games, so they only had 1 non-conference win last year. They've matched that total already this season, trying to make it 2 in a row for Kendall Riza, the head coach of the Chaffey Panthers. On the other side, John Wismath, the head coach for COC, in his second year as the Cougars head coach, as COC in their blue uniforms will attack to our left here in the first. Chaffey in white will move to our right. As it'll be Zavala to jump along with Jalen Davis. Zavala wins the opening tip back, but it's picked up by Chaffey, so Talia Thomas had it. They send it to the middle of the floor. Brianna Martinez will pick it up, and Chaffey will set up the offense for the first time today. They'll work it around the perimeter. Quaylar had it. Jade Quaylar had 9 points the other day against Porterville, or yesterday against Porterville. He'll pass, nearly taken away by Canyons, but picked back up by Chaffey. And here's Brianna Martinez. Shot clock goes off, but a shot goes out off the backboard and off the side of the rim. So it'll be a Canyons stop on their first defensive opportunity, and now they'll bring it back into play. As here's Alex Relas. She had 6 points yesterday. She'll get it off to Elea Garcia. Garcia yesterday, 14 points in 27 minutes. Her and Jade Sims really did the heavy lifting for College of the Canyons yesterday, as Garcia misses on her first opportunity. And Chaffey back the other way on their first defensive stop. They'll work it around to Thomas, into the corner, Peters. Back up top to Thomas as they'll swing it around to the far side. Bertoldo catches and holds. Now Martinez, who led the way for Chaffey yesterday, got it inside Bertoldo, and she's fouled. Will go to the line. You look for the Panthers yesterday, Martinez, 18 points in 30 minutes, was their leading scorer. The sophomore point guard out of Etiwanda High School. She averaged 14.2 with little over 5 rebounds, a little over 4 assists in 26 minutes in 2022. She's expected to really lead the way again for Chaffey this season, as Bertoldo at the line. It was 50% from the line yesterday, makes the first, and Chaffey has a 1-0 lead. Second is good as well, so 2-0 here, Chaffey, off 2 foul shots from Bertoldo. So the Cougars go back to work on the offensive side. Here's Zavala, a 3 off the back of the iron. Rebound picked up by Relas, and she's fouled. She got run into from behind, so it'll be Canyons basketball from underneath the basket. The foul goes against Brianna Martinez. For COC yesterday, as we said, Sims had 22 in 24 minutes. Was 8 of 11 from the floor. She's not out there to start here for COC today. So they'll get inside. And actually, I believe she is out there. She's just wearing 10, not 11. So Jade Sims to the line for COC. Misses on the first. Sims yesterday 1 of 2 from the foul line. Second rattles around and misses, so it stays as a 2-0 Chaffey lead here. As Sims misses on both foul shots. Martinez for the Panthers. Got it to Cuellar. She tries to drive. Her pass back to Martinez. Little dribble, tries to probe the defense. Now spinning at the foul line, dumps it back off. Peters with it for Chaffey. Trying to dribble to her right. Little Euro step over a defender, misses on the shot. And then it's out off of Canyons as Rilas knocked it out of play. So it'll be Chaffey basketball here. 2 minutes gone in this first quarter. Peters catches on the inbound. She got it to Martinez. A little step back for a 3 that misses short, but the rebound Bertoldo, her putback attempt might have been blocked partially from behind by Zavala. And then Sims going to be called for a foul as she bodies up against Martinez, and Martinez will get to the line. So Martinez to the line to shoot a pair. Martinez yesterday. Should give me a second. We'll have to pick those numbers up because unfortunately our spotting board did not populate correctly. So Martinez makes 1 of 2. And then a steal on the inbound pass by Peters. So Canyon's a little sloppy here early on. They get 5-0 as Chaffey gets a bucket from Cuellar. Cougars get their first bucket back on the other side. So it stops a 5-0 run, and another foul, this time called against, I believe Tolentino might get it here. And it will be against Tolentino.
And Tolentino with a foul. Chaffey with the ball out.
Chaffey will go back to work. Thomas got inside, but missed on a layup. The Cougars trying to run back the other way. Sims, a bounce pass. Garcia, a little right-handed shot that doesn't fall. Rebound picked up by Peters, and she'll slow it down. For the Panthers, they want to play a little slow. The Cougars want to play up-tempo. So that's been historically the way College of the Canyons has played. Of course, this is their second year under John Wismath after 20-plus years under Greg Herrick. 5 to shoot here. Martinez drives and misses. Rebound picked up by Thomas. Got it outside to Peters. And sends it back up top to Cuellar. So Chaffey gets a reset here. That one out off of Canyons.
Ball out of bounds to the Panthers.
Three-pointer Martinez from straight away is good. Made an 8-2 run to open here for Chaffey in the first 4.5. This second round matchup of the PCC tournament. It's Garcia, little delayed dribble, stop-up jumper is good. Nice little stop and pop from about 8. And a timeout on the floor called by Chaffey after the bucket from College of the Canyons. As Kendall Riza wants to chat. 8-4, Chaffey, 5:27 to go. We'll take a timeout.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
Back inside the Cougar cage, 8-4. Lee Smelser Court at the Cougar cage. I have to get used to that. As recently, we just honored the legendary COC men's basketball coach by naming the floor after Lee Smelser. Who for a number of years was actually a mentor to Howard Fisher, who we'll see a little later on. As it's a triple header here on the Cougar Sports Network today, if you're unaware. Men's basketball coming up as the Clash at Canyons tournament kicks off today. First game at 3 o'clock between Quayameka and Oxnard, which will then finish up tomorrow as well. So it'll stay with Canyons here as it goes out off of Chaffey. The Cougars nearly turn it over again on the inbound. Tolentino trying to throw it over the top of Ty Peters, who knocked it out of play. Peters showing some tenacity on the full court press here from Chaffey, as that's where they have been to try and slow down the Canyons' high speed on offense. So the Cougars will get it in this time. Relas runs around a defender, got it to Sims. Sims having a little trouble on the dribble, now stops it up, swings it out. Zavala puts it on the floor. She'll dump it Tolentino. Now over Relas. Three-pointer on the way is good. Alexis Relas, who was 2 for 2 from 3 yesterday, knocks down her first opportunity today. And it's a one-point game at 8-7 in favor of Chaffey. Panthers work it inside. Bertoldo has it, drops it off. Cuellar wanted to shoot, now will drive. She'll kick it outside. Thomas has it, takes a 3 off the front of the iron, no good. And then off the feet of Bertoldo and out of play. The Canyons basketball here at 8-7. We'll see a substitution for Chaffey. Cuellar off the floor. Elia Potts onto the floor. The Cougars go back to work on the offensive side. Here's Sims. She'll put up a 3 over her defender. Missed it off the front side of the rim. Another miss from Chaffey. Canyons on the fast break back the other way have their first lead of the basketball game at 9-8 as Tolentino finishes off what was an easy bucket for COC. Chaffey trying to work it around. First chance of the day for Potts, misses off the heel of the rim. Now fight for a loose ball on the floor. It's a jump ball tie-up, possession arrow with College of the Canyons with 3:36 to go here in the first quarter. Canyons gets it in. Garcia able to tip it to herself. She'll try and get in the air and draw a foul, didn't get it. Sims then on the rebound, putback didn't fall. Back the other way comes Chaffey. Martinez right into the paint, kicks it back. They'll work it around the perimeter. Thomas, 3 off the front of the rim, then bounced up over the backboard. And it'll be a Canyons takeaway off of a missed shot. Here's Garcia. The left hand driving, dumps it off. Sims right there for an easy finish. Beautiful pass from Garcia, who had a double-double yesterday with 14 points and 10 assists in her first game in college basketball, the freshman out of Canyon High School. With a nice dish right there to Sims for the finish. Cougars want to double over here in the corner. Peters trying to dribble out of it. Sims diving on the floor, couldn't keep it in play. It'll be Chaffey basketball, but the hustle on defense is the Cougars with their largest lead at 3 at 11-8. There's Martinez. Trying to get away from Garcia, shoots a 3 with 2 to go, misses it all. And the Cougars defense standing tall here as we work through the later portion of this first quarter. Garcia running ahead. Gets into the air, puts a layup up that didn't fall. Now we'll run back the other way. Martinez hollering out directions, wanted Peters to stay up high, now gives it back to Peters, kind of signaling to move around. Chaffey a little stagnant on the offense here, trying to get 2 bodies up on the block. They get it to Bertoldo. She tries to dish it down inside. It's blocked away by Tolentino. Picked up by Garcia. She'll dribble across half court, dumps it to Sims. Sims right down the middle, and it's going to be a foul against Peters. The Cougars will inbound from underneath the basket. Peters out of the game, Bertoldo out of the game. So they bring Cuellar back in. They also bring Fatima Sani into the game. Sani at 6'2", easily the tallest player on the floor for either side. Cougars on the inbound will go back to work as they're able to throw it into the backcourt area. Reyes will bring it ahead, dribbles along the far side, sends up a little floater that misses. Back the other way comes Chaffey. Cuellar into the front court on the near side. Now Martinez on the near wing. Back up top, Cuellar. Cougars in the zone here. Cuellar stops her dribble, has to send it to Martinez, top of the key. She dribbles into the paint. A reach-in foul going to be called against COC on the floor. Goes against Garcia. Official initially said blue ball, but I was pretty sure the foul was against Garcia, so it's Chaffey basketball here at 11-8. Tolentino, a steal off the inbound play, and a breakaway for Tolentino, lays it up and in. 13-8 in favor of College of the Canyons, a 5-point lead, largest of the day for COC. They've been on a 9-0 run. As Chaffey had it at 8-4, the Cougars have pushed it ahead. Here's Sims. Tries in transition, draws the foul. Sims will go to the line for a pair of foul shots. Foul goes against Martinez. As Peters in, along with Potts. Bertoldo Peters, excuse me, in for Potts. Bertoldo back in for Sani. Sims misses the first of 2. Canyon's last season from the foul line, although really a brand new team, was just 68% from the line, but that was 9th best in California, believe it or not. Sims struggling from the line here today, was 5 of 6 yesterday, makes her first of 4 attempts And the Cougars with a 14-8 lead, a 10-0 run for College of the Canyons. There's 41 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Cuellar with it will send it back up top. Martinez dumps it inside. Thomas gets into the paint. Dumps it back. Martinez, little stutter step and a drive. Stops at the foul line, kicks it back. Cuellar with 5, a 3 on the way. Rolls in and out, was halfway down the cylinder, didn't fall. Cougars on a fast break back the other way as Tolentino ahead of the defense lays it in. Good vision from Sims to find her. 16-8 College of the Canyons. It's an 8-point lead, a 12-0 COC run. 5 to go here in the first. As Cuellar drives, kicks it to Potts. Bertoldo will not get a shot away. As the Cougars with a 16-8 first quarter advantage, we'll take a break here on the Cougar Sports Network from Lee Smelser Court at the Cougar Cage.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this.
Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, big, two. Hand down. One hand, up. No. Flip. I could eat. Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
At College of the Canyons, we're always here to help make your future remarkable. Choosing classes is always flexible, so you can study your way. Learn at one of our 2 state-of-the-art campuses, or from home with our online options. Tuition is always affordable, with classes starting at just $46 per unit. We offer financial aid and 0 textbook cost classes to help you save. Always flexible, affordable, remarkable. Always College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule now.
Welcome back into the Cougar Cage as we get ready for second quarter action. COC with a 16-8 advantage over Chaffey. Teams will keep attacking the same ends as Chaffey will start with the basketball here as they had the possession arrow to end the first quarter. Here's Martinez for Chaffey. They try and get inside. Now they try and feed it to Bertoldo. She's able to get it out, but it's going to be Canyons basketball. I believe they called a 3-second violation against Chaffey. Canyons another turnover off the inbound. And an offensive foul going to be called against Leah Thomas. As Tolentino, after the steal off the inbound, was able to keep her feet planted and be outside the restricted area somehow and draw the foul. And then an offensive foul. No, excuse me, it's going to be a defensive foul against Cuellar. I thought it was going to go against Garcia, a little forearm push, but they give it to Cuellar, so. Going to be Canyons basketball here. Tolentino will get it in. Garcia will go to work. Dribbled it off the foot of Cuellar, got it off to the outside. Here's Zavala, a 3 from the corner that doesn't go. Cuellar there for the rebound as the Cougars had all backed away. Vanessa Zavala been quiet so far today. Yesterday had 20 points in 38 minutes. Was 7 of 14 from the floor. But has yet to make a basket here today. Here's a 3. Nice shot from Ty Peters. Ends a 12-0 Canyons run. Chaffey comes right back out in that full court press. Lead back down to 5 here for COC. Here's Garcia. Drives right into the paint. Switches hands in the air. Missed on the lay-in. Was trying to draw contact in the paint, didn't get it. Cuellar back the other way. They'll work around to Martinez on the near side. Cuellar now trying to drive, and a foul going to be called against Canyon. Score it, as they'll give the continuation to Cuellar. Foul going to go against Garcia for the reach. It's going to be her second. So Cuellar to the line. Misses on the foul shot. Cuellar yesterday 1 for 4 from the foul line. Canyon's trying to sprint back ahead. Relas a jumper from just inside the three-point line, no good. Zavala had the rebound. Sims fouled trying to drive. Foul went against Brianna Martinez. Going to be already the third on Martinez. Here's Zavala, little runner, doesn't fall. Tolentino couldn't get the rebound. Interesting that Martinez is going to stay off the floor. Kendall Reza saying, nope, we got to stay with her. She's got 3 fouls. So here's Cuellar. Inside Martinez, tries to dump Bertoldo, spinning underneath. Missed on the first opportunity, gets fouled on the second. So Bertoldo will go to the line for 2. 1 for 2 yesterday from the line. Makes the first. Cuts the lead down to 3. Makes the second. She'll check out. Is Sonny going to come in and take over? There was some discussion at the table. I think it might have been on fouls. Sims couldn't make it, wanted a contact, didn't get the call. Chaffey back the other way. 3 no good from Thomas. Martinez then tied up. Good tie up by Relas, and it'll be Canyon's basketballs. The possession arrow with COC here. 7-0 run here for Chaffey to open up this second quarter. Sims dumps it off Garcia here, as Garcia will go to work on offense. Trying to isolate now, jumps Tolentino. Now Sims back to Garcia. Garcia will step into a 3 that's good. Leah Garcia with her first 3 of the ball game. Stops a 7-0 run, makes it 19-15. That was about a 24-footer from Garcia. Then a 3 from the corner on the other side to match by Ty Peters. It's back to a 1-point Canyons advantage. Garcia again. Wanted to drop to Tolentino, instead keeps a hold of it. Spinning around, wanted to dump it inside to Sims, couldn't get it to her. Cougars have not made a substitution yet in the ball game, as there's a bucket for the lead from Martinez. Zavala will bring it back into play to Tolentino here. So you got to wonder on the legs for College of the Canyons, as here's a steal taken away from Tolentino. So it was Thomas that got the takeaway. Martinez for the bucket inside, no. Tries on a second chance, no. Zavala has the rebound. And a timeout called by John Wismath as he wants to chat about things. It's going to be a full timeout. As he wants to discuss, we'll take a break as well. 5:54 to go in the first half, 20-19 Chaffey.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this.
Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, up, big, two. Hand down. One hand, up. No. Flip. I could eat. Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Welcome back into the Cougar Cage, 20-19. Lee Smelser court at the Cougar Cage. I'm going to remember at some point here. As Chaffey with a 20-19 lead. Panthers on a 12-3 run to open up this second quarter. The Cougars out of a full timeout, get a three-pointer for Sims that doesn't fall. Cuellar with the easy rebound. She'll bring it up the floor. Cougars didn't really find their legs until midway through the first quarter. Trying to search for him here midway through the second quarter. Zavala a couple of challenges down low. Asani missed on the first opportunity. Bertoldo on the second, and then gets a tie-up, and it'll be Panther basketball. 5:22 to go here in the first half. Peters. Martinez inside. Sani just backs down the defender. Fatima Sani at 6'2" out of Dubai. Gives Chaffey a three-point advantage at 22-19. Here's a three from Garcia that's good. She ties the game at 22 all. Beautiful stroke from Garcia that time. It's the Panthers. Bertoldo a three off the other side. Sims the rebound. The outlet ahead. Tolentino on the fast break. Easy lay-in as the Cougars run it to perfection that time. A two-point advantage, 24-22. Tolentino well ahead for an easy lay-in once again. That's her third of the ball game on that breakaway lay-in. As now the defense trying to gather themselves for Canyons. Chaffey along the perimeter. Potts pass picked off. Garcia ahead. Tolentino on a sprint. Garcia right with her. Tolentino, the layup is good. Back-to-back fast break buckets in transition for COC. A 6-point or a 4-point advantage, 26-22. Bertoldo's three, no. Sims an easy rebound, an outlet ahead. Garcia with Cuellar right on her, able to change position in the air, and a timeout by Chaffey as the Cougars go on a nice little run. Call it a 9-0 run for COC, 28-22 the advantage with 3:34 to go here in the first half. 28-22 Canyons out in front. It'll be Chaffey basketball out of the timeout. The Cougars on a 9-0 run to stretch the lead back out to 6. Chaffey led 22-19. Not more than a couple of minutes ago. And again, we said the Cougars, it took about halfway through the first quarter to find their legs. Same thing here in the second quarter, is Chaffey the better of it to get themselves back in tight in this ball game as they get a reset here on a miss. Cuellar, Sani missed. Thomas the rebound, put back no. Zavala inside position defensively that time for COC. Got it over to Relas, who will bring it out to the front court. Sims driving, dumps underneath. Garcia back to Sims. Sims, little jumper, no. Got her own rebound, still fighting inside, and she's fouled down low. Good tough work by Jade Sims that time, the 5'5" freshman out of Canyon High School. So you can see her and Garcia clearly comfortable with one another as both Canyon High School graduates. It's a foul against Thomas, her third, as Sims misses on the first foul shot. Second is good for Sims. Potts gonna check in to take over for Thomas here, who has 3 fouls. 10-0 Canyons run, 29-22. Lead back up to 7 for College of the Canyons. Sani inside, just backs down Zavala. Zavala, that's 6 foot. The only one on the Canyon side that can get close on Sani's size is Garcia. Right into the lane, undefended, just dribbled around a double team and got an easy bucket. Sani was left out in space to try and cover the slick guard and didn't have much of a chance to keep up with her. It's Martinez now, driving, throws up a wild shot, no. Zavala the rebound. Finds Sims over to Relas, ahead Garcia. Garcia stops, dumps, Sims driving into the paint. Little right-handed scoop around, Sani is good. Sims starting to find her rhythm. The Cougars back with a 9-point lead, 33-24. Here with 1:25 to go in the first. Cuellar back up to Martinez, over to Peters. Peters a deep 3, no. Hit off the backboard first. Canyons back the other way. Here's Garcia. Garcia, the 3-point line, will stop it up. Got it to Zavala. Zavala, a little stutter step back to Garcia, who will back it off here with 15 on the shot clock. 60 seconds to go in the first half. Garcia working off the Sims screen, dumps Tolentino. Now to Sims, she'll put up a 3 over Cuellar that missed. Picked up by Peters off the rebound. Cuellar trying to drive. And then a foul going to be called against Hannah Tolentino for a little push with the forearm. And we'll see our first substitution from the Canyon side today. Zavala coming off the floor. Mariah Payan coming into the game. And Bertoldo coming in to take over for Elia Potts, as Chaffey going with a couple of bigs out there on the floor here. Cuellar into the paint, gets a layup as she was able to get around the defense. It's 33-26 as Canyons with the shot clock off will bring it ahead with 20 seconds left in the first half. Here's Garcia trying to back a defender off. Now again trying to back Cuellar off. Martinez switches on to Garcia. Garcia inside, Sims off the glass, no. Sonny a rebound, pulls it down, gets it ahead. Peters, one final chance here for Chaffey in the first half. A three from Martinez at the buzzer is good. And so the Cougars will take a 4-point advantage into the halftime break. 33-29 over Chaffey. Will take a timeout as well here on the Cougar Sports Network.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this.
Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, big, two. Hand down. One hand, up. Up. Flip. I could eat. Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
At College of the Canyons, we're always here to help make your future remarkable. Choosing classes is always flexible, so you can study your way. Learn at one of our 2 state-of-the-art campuses, or from home with our online options. Tuition is always affordable, with classes starting at just $46 per unit. We offer financial aid and 0 textbook cost classes to help you save. Always flexible, affordable, remarkable, always College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule now.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you, which takes some training.
Rising up, bread's on the sheet. Did my time, took out my toppings. Went the distance, now my prep is complete. Just a limb and its will to thrive. It's the arm of the slicer, it's the thrill of the slice. Freshly sliced before your eyes, unlike our rivals. And then every last arriver gets a sub that excites. And it's all thanks to the well-trained arm of the slicer.
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Welcome back to the Cougar Cage as we get ready for second half action. We'll look at some of the first half comparisons for both sides. Chaffey 31% from the floor in the first half compared to 48% for COC. Cougars 40% from the foul line, Chaffey 62%, but the Cougars shooting better from the three-point stripe, 37.5%, with 17 rebounds to 22 for Chaffey. Each team under 5 turnovers. Brianna Martinez leading the way for Chaffey with 11 points, while Leia Garcia leading the way for College of the Canyons with 12 points, as we'll get back into some of the numbers as we continue on, as it'll be Canyons basketball to start here in the second. As a three-pointer from Zavala is good right out of the break. So Zavala's first bucket. And the Cougars come out with a three-pointer to start here in the second. Turnover by Chaffey. Zavala in that first half, just 2 points in the first half, so it's actually her second bucket. Was 0 for 3 from triple, but finds one there. So the Cougars with just Garcia and Tolentino in double figures. Sims is fouled. For Chaffey, only Brianna Martinez in double figures. Sims misses on the first. Sims 2 for 6 now from the line today. Make it 2 for 7, as both those were very flat off the front of the rim. So here's Martinez back up the floor for Chaffey. Martinez probes the defense, now sends it inside. Cuellar wide open for an easy lay-in. Gabe Cuellar now with 6 points in the ball game. Sims running the point a little bit here for Canyons. Now we'll send it back to Garcia, who's their traditional point guard. She gets it to Sims. A three was short. And an easy rebound from Martinez. Three seconds called against Chaffey here. So turnover on the Panthers. Canyons in the first half, 14 of 29 from the floor. Chaffey just 10 of 32. As they get a fast break on a turnover and an easy bucket that time for Peters. Back to a 3-point lead here for Canyons. So again, the Cougars starting off the third quarter slow. They started off the first quarter and the second quarter rather slow, but were able to come away late with a nice lead. Doing the same here in the third. So here's Garcia. Off the screen, an offensive foul called against Sims. It's going to be the second against Sims. Only Martinez and Thomas in foul trouble for either side, as they both play with 3 fouls. Canyons will bring Payan in to take over for Sims, as she'll get a spell here. Sims a little out of sync to start here in this third quarter. Chaffey some passing around the middle, but they lose the ball as Thomas couldn't hang on to it. Tolentino back the other way, just sprinting down the middle of the floor. An easy lay-in for Tolentino. She was 5 for 5 in the first, make her 6 for 6 now in the ball game, as they were pretty much all from inside the painted area from about 3 feet from the basket. Here's a three. Doesn't fall. Thomas able to sweep the rebound to herself as she knocked down Relas. A three back from Martinez is good. And it's back to a 2-point advantage for College of the Canyons, 38-36. Zavala looking for a three on the other side. It's good. And Zavala has found her stroke here in the second half to start. 2 for 2 from 3 here in the second for Zavala, as the Cougar lead back up to 5. Martinez. Now to Thomas. Travel called against Thomas as she moved her feet before putting the ball on the floor.
Michael going into the game for Canyon.
Vanessa Zavala coming off Maya Colquitt getting an opportunity into the ball game today. Colquitt 17 minutes yesterday, had 3 points on 1 of 3 shooting. Here's Garcia. Working off the pay-in screen. Now with a little elbow jumper that doesn't fall, nearly rattled home. Martinez with the rebound, sprints ahead. And a carryover called on Martinez. Masani back into the game to take over for Bertoldo. Garcia running ahead off the inbound. Little foul line floater, had too much strength on it. Got her own rebound, kicked it back Tolentino. Now to Relas. She'll send it to Payan. Now Relas, little jumper that missed everything. Easy rebound for Peters. She'll bring it ahead for Chaffey here. Cuellar. Corner to Thomas, back up top Cuellar. Inside, Sani wide open, and she's fouled. It's actually probably a smart foul from Colquitt or Relas, whoever gets it. It's going to go against Colquitt. It's going to force Sani to the line. Simpson Zavala back in to take over for Colquitt and Payan. Sani did not shoot a free throw yesterday in the Chaffey win over Porterville. Her first opportunity, and knocks down the first. Second doesn't go. Thomas had the rebound. Chaffey with a reset. They try and work inside. Sani was tied up on the floor. As it'll be possession with Chaffey here. So they'll bring it into Sani once again. She'll get it to Cuellar. Over to Thomas, a step back 2 from 20 is good. Chaffey back within 1 possession here. Garcia, a 3 from straight away is good. Canyon starting to find their rhythm from 3. They were just 3 of 8 in the first. Already 3 triples here in the second half. It's the lead once again. Back up to 5. Here's Sani, good pass inside. Cuellar was all alone underneath the basket, but hesitated, and that allowed Sims to get back on her, and then we have a tie-up on the floor. Possession arrow with College of the Canyons. Garcia running up the floor, trying to draw contact the whole way, then stops from a foul line jumper. It's off of Chaffey, out of play, so it'll be Canyons basketball here. Potts back into the game for Chaffey to take over for Cuellar. Zavala, good inbound to Tolentino. That's her first miss of the ballgame on a contested shot. And back the other way, Chaffey on a fast break. Martinez in transition, fouled. No continuation, it's on the floor. It goes against Alexis Relas. It'll be the second foul against Ruelas. And Chaffey will go back to work offensively. Here's Ty Peters. Potts inside, Sani tied up in the paint. And a foul gonna be called against Ruelas, so she picks up 2 quick fouls here. So that'll be the third now on Ruelas. It'll give Chaffey another reset here. Chaffey working along the perimeter now. Peters, Thomas, corner 3, too much on it, missed everything. Ruelas able to pick up the rebound. Went down to her knees, but was able to get an outlet pass to Garcia. Garcia to the paint. Kicks out Tolentino. Tolentino into the paint. Little right-handed runner that hits off the front of the rim and rolls forward and into the bucket. Give Canyons a 7-point lead, 46-39. 3:04 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Thomas. Sends it over Martinez, far wing. Martinez trying to dribble around Garcia. Now Tolentino meets her. Gets to the foul line, takes a jumper and gets the bucket. Martinez works that one herself. All the way from the wing. Had 2 different bodies switch onto her and was still able to work into a shot that she could make. It's pretty impressive from the sophomore. Garcia back the other way. A little stop and pop, no good. Was trying from about 13 and just couldn't hit it. Now here's Martinez back the other way as she holds on. Peters back up top to Martinez. Martinez steps into a look for 3 that had too much on it, and Ruelas able to pick up the rebound. Her outlet ahead, Garcia. Garcia steps into a 3 that's no good. Front off the front of the rim. And Chaffey will slow things down as they walk it ahead. Panthers gonna take a timeout. Kendall Reza wants to talk about it. 46-41, we'll take a break as well here on the Cougar Sports Network.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
For $30 for individual players, with all proceeds benefiting the CLC Women's Tennis Program. Register today at clcathletics.com.
Chaffey basketball out of the timeout. 46-41. Canyons out in front. 1:46 to go here in the third quarter. Remember, more basketball on deck today as we have Clash at Canyons 2023. Cuyamaca and Oxnard in the first game at 3 o'clock. Canyons and Barstow in the second game at 5 or later. There's a 3 from Thomas before the shot clock expired, doesn't fall. Sims with inside position against Sani, able to get the rebound. As Canyons will bring it back and get into a half-court offense. Tolentino, a three from straight away is good. Tolentino leading the way for College of the Canyons. One of two sophomores on the roster this year out of St. Genevieve High School. Last season averaged just under 11 points, a little over 3 rebounds and an assist in 32 and a half minutes. Trying to meet that average here early on. Martinez again finding a way. Martinez just working for her own shot, trying to keep Chaffey in this one. As the Cougars leading 39-43. 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Here's Garcia. Isolation right now against Potts. Works back to the middle of the floor. Kicks back Tolentino. Now Zavala. Sani right on Zavala. Back up top to Tolentino. Now to Garcia with 5 to shoot. Step back three on the way is good. Alea Garcia with a big three. Chaffey with a shot at the buzzer that does not go. 52-43. College of the Canyons in front as we go to the fourth quarter when we come back. Chaffey will have possession to start here in the fourth quarter as they trail 52-43. Winner of this game will stay in the winner's bracket going into the second round of the PCC Sisterhood of Champions tournament. I actually believe we'll play in the finals. I think it's just an 18 tournament. Foul against Garcia here. Third against Garcia. Canyons a takeaway off the inbound. Good job by Zavala to reach in that time. Zavala now tries to cap it with a three on the other end that didn't go. Punch out by Ruelas. Good punch out by Ruelas that time on the rebound. As she was just darting through the middle, saw that there was an opening on the floor, and instead of trying to bring it down, just punched it out to Garcia. And then the Cougars are going to draw a foul. Going to go against Cuellar here on the outside. Second on Cuellar. Sims, who's been quiet here in the second half, hasn't got much going, but the Cougars still with a 52-43 lead. There's Garcia working with the basketball. Puts up a wild shot, I think maybe was looking for a pass and just kind of got herself into a bad position. Martinez on the other end, working by herself. Dribbles around everybody in a blue jersey and lays it in. Martinez, clearly the leader right now for Chaffey. She has found her rhythm. 10-second violation against College of the Canyons. As Garcia never got it across the timeline. Chaffey will bring Sani back off the floor as Thomas comes back in. 7-point Canyons advantage here. Canyons a little late on the double that time, so Cuellar was able to get it over to Martinez. They try and double Martinez. Her pass got to Peters. Now Bertoldo underneath was wide open, missed. And Tolentino came away with the rebound for COC. Garcia walking it casually ahead. Cuellar picked her up from just beyond midcourt and then gets called for a foul. It's the third on Cuellar. Garcia trying to back Cuellar off. Stopped her dribble, got it to Tolentino. A wing three on the way, had too much on it. Ruelas couldn't get the rebound. Empty possession for Canyons that time. Stays 52-45. Ruelas ran into Cuellar, who dribbles out of some trouble, gets it to Thomas. Three from the wing is no good, but Cuellar the rebound and a reset for Chaffey. Martinez driving baseline against Sims. Sends it back, Bertoldo, Cuellar, extra pass. Peters had a shot but didn't take it. Now back to Cuellar. She tries to dribble into the paint, runs into Zavala, threw up a shot, no. Thomas the offensive board. The putback is there. Back to a 5-point lead. Garcia trying to work for a shot, missed. Bertoldo got the rebound, went down. Uncomfortable getting up. Martinez back the other way. Thomas for three, no good. Sims, the outlet, Garcia the catch. Easy bucket for Garcia. Garcia clearly tired, had hands on her knees. Canyons nearly had a takeaway. Foul went against Tolentino, who wasn't really near the ball. So it'll be a Chaffey inbound here. Bertoldo catches out high. Cuellar, Canyons trying to double. Now Martinez fouled by Sims. Martinez will get to the line. Cuellar off, Potts in. Martinez to the line. Third foul on Sims. Still about 6 minutes to go here. As again, you question the legs for COC here. They've pretty much Ironmanned it. Zavala, Sims, Ruelas, Tolentino, and Garcia have pretty much been on the floor the entire contest. The other side for Chaffey. Martinez, Peters have been out for quite some time. I think Martinez, the minutes leader and the points leader for Chaffey, though, is I think she's had about one spell and that was it. Here's Garcia with 4, a 3 on the way, too much. Zavala couldn't get the rebound. It's picked up by Potts. Outlet to Peters, who will run it ahead. Peters driving baseline, poked out by Canyons. Toldo over to Peters now. Back up top, Martinez. Garcia guarding her. Going to be a tough assignment for Garcia, who's into her 35th minute, I would say. Little jumper from Peters doesn't, or from Potts didn't go. Zavala able to get the rebound, and Garcia will walk it ahead. Needs to get across the timeline and did not once again. Second 10-second violation against Canyons here. Garcia did not make it across the timeline before the clock hit 19. Three off the other side, no good. Sims trying to save it. I think a foul going to be called against Bertoldo for a push here into the back of Sims. It indeed is. Cuellar coming back in for Chaffey here. And she gets a steal right off the inbound. Driving baseline. Tied up by a couple of Canyons players. Ruelas, who got beat on the first one, able to get back up and get the ball back. Then Bertoldo gets a steal. 2-on-1 here for Chaffey. Cuellar bounce past Martinez, an easy lay-in. Ruelas brings it across the timeline. Zavala. Back to Ruelas, up top to Garcia. 4:08 to go. 5-point Canyons lead. Bertoldo going to be called for a foul. Garcia uncomfortable as she went down to the floor. Neither team has been in the bonus today. That's the 4th team foul against Chaffey here in the 4th. So the Cougars will get a reset. Can work in a half-court offense. Garcia spins. Foul line jumper. Too much on it. Got to be worried about the legs here. Martinez, still plenty of legs underneath her right now as she sprints up the floor. Dribbles around. Kicks it Cuellar. Inside Bertoldo. Dumps it back out. Good save by Peters. Back to Cuellar. Now to Thomas. Bertoldo foul line jumper on the way. Miss. Got her own rebound. Put it back up, didn't get it to fall, then tripped over the top of Sims. And the Cougars able to pick up the rebound. Garcia dumps off Sims. Head of steam. Offensive foul called against Sims as she ran right into Cuellar, who is uncomfortable. It's going to bring the athletic training staff out onto the floor. Sarah Ursom, the head athletic trainer for COC. That's going to send both teams to the bench as well. So we hope Cuellar okay. Jada Cuellar has had a heck of a game for Chaffey. Took a hard charge that time as Sims was at full speed. So while they check on her, we'll take a break and we'll get back and give you an update as soon as we can. So Jada Quayler getting some help off. It looked like it was her left ankle, I think, that is actually bothering her here. Thought maybe it was the contact right to the chest, but walking off with some help from the athletic training staff. Again, Sarah Ursum, the head athletic trainer. She's in good hands. Is Jade. So it should be Chaffey's ball out of the break. 54-49, 3:13 to go. Five-point advantage here for College of the Canyons. Peters taking her time. Bertoldo inside, Sani. Sims was there to meet her and get enough of a hand on the ball to disrupt the shot. So Canyons gets a stop. They keep the 5-point advantage. Relas at 3, no. Got her own rebound. Wanted to dump off underneath to Zavala, but it's a turnover taken away by Peters. Now Bertoldo inside, Sani at the block on the near side, over the top of Zavala. Back to a one-possession game here. Garcia this time gains the timeline. Trying to slip Martinez, uses the Tolentino screen. Martinez able to work around it. They get it to Tolentino. A wing three is flat and short. Picked up by Peters. Dribbled out the other way by Chaffey. Peters sprinting is fouled and will get to the line. It's going to go against Garcia. Peters with 2 shots. It's the 4th foul against Garcia. She'll play with them here with 1:59 to go. Peters didn't have any foul shots yesterday. It was 0 for 1 in the first half. Misses on the first. Second is no good. Rebound went off of Sims and out of play. So Chaffey will gain possession back once again. Stays a 3-point game here. Inbound to Thomas. Sent it over to Martinez. Working against Tolentino. Now to Bertoldo. She tries to drive against Sims. Sims gets a strip. Canyon's gonna run it out the other way. Garcia gonna slow things down. Got it to Sims. Martinez right on her. Canyons with a 1-possession lead. Can work the clock down to about 1:15 here. It's Garcia, 8 to shoot. Dumps it off, Sims. Back Garcia, 3 from deep with 3 seconds left. An offensive rebound by Zavala. That's a huge offensive board. And again, Canyons can try and run the clock down here a little bit. Martinez going to be called for a foul. Garcia going to go to the line as the Cougars are in the bonus now. And John Wismath going to call a timeout with 1:07 to go to give Alea Garcia a little bit of a break here, I think, as her legs are certainly at their max right now. She's been out there for the entire game. It'll be the 4th foul against Brianna Martinez. So we stay with it here. .107 to go. 2 big foul shots here for Alea Garcia, who was perfect from the foul line yesterday. This is her first trip to the line today. And she makes the first, makes it a 2-possession game. And get it to a 5-point lead. That's very important right now for Canyons with 1:07 to go. Second does not fall as it rattles in and out. So it's a 4-point advantage as we have 60 seconds to go in the ball game. Bertoldo up high. Got it to Peters. Now to Martinez in the corner, trying to dribble, spins around Ruelas, puts it off the glass and good. Back to a 1-possession game, a 2-point lead. Ruelas runs it across the timeline, looking for some help here. Sends it over to Sims. Sims is fouled. And Sims will go to the line for a pair of foul shots. Sims has struggled from the line today. Was 2 of 5 in the first half. And again, 2 huge foul shots here with 31.9 in a 2-point game. Sims makes the first. Second from Sims, finds it. Third timeout called by Reza, as Chaffey wants to chat, as it's again a 2-possession game, a 4-point lead. 57-53. So this has been a fun one so far. Back and forward we have gone. Both teams have had leads throughout the contest. The winner will take on, I believe, the winner of Pasadena City and Imperial Valley. The championship game tomorrow from Pasadena City College. That game has not started yet. Imperial Valley and Pasadena City doesn't start till 2 o'clock. So another 25 minutes until that one gets underway. So for Canyons or Chaffey, they will get a chance to watch and see who their opponent is. Chaffey will take the ball from across midcourt, right in front of the bench from about 28 feet out. As it's a 4-point lead, 57-53. There's Peters. Sends it Martinez. Martinez, a 3 to make it a 1-point game. No. Rebound by Ruelas. A huge rebound. Canyons with the shot clock off, trying to dribble it ahead. Garcia is fouled by Peters with 15.2 to go. And Garcia can all but ice it. Gonna be the fourth against Peters now. There's 2 shots for Garcia, 1 of 2 on her last trip. Misses on the first. Had a chance to make it a full 2-possession game. Instead can at best make it a 5-point game with 15.2. Makes the second. Chaffey another timeout. So they'll take a full timeout here. And they will move the ball up, advance it up to the 28-foot line once again. 15.2. Remember, men's basketball, 3 o'clock here on the Cougar Sports Network. Cuyamaca and Oxnard in the first game of the Clash at Canyons 2023 here from Lee Smelser Court at the Cougar Cage. Canyons men's basketball team in attendance here for the finish of this one. Making a lot of noise in favor of the Lady Cougars. So Martinez to bring it in, 15.2. Sends it to Peters. Chaffey got to go quick here. They work it to Martinez for a 3. It's good. Clock should have stopped and did not, as we're under a minute here. As John Wismath calls the timeout, they put 9.5 on. And they will advance the ball themselves. It's a huge 3 from Martinez. Gets it back within 2. And again, College of the Canyons now needing a clean inbound play. And it makes those foul shots from Garcia, the first of 2 that she missed, even more important here. Chaffey out of timeouts. Canyon still has 2. So for Chaffey, they would have to advance the ball from the far side of the floor, which is 9.5 to go. And I would imagine they foul on the inbound play if possible here. Tolentino able to get it in. No foul from Martinez yet. Now she fouls out of the ball game as nobody was there to help her. That's the 5th on Martinez. Yes, that's the 5th on Martinez, so that'll finish her night. Well, put Sani back into the game. So that takes the biggest 3-point weapon off the floor for Chaffey. Martinez had a heck of a game. And it'll be 2 shots here for Garcia, and can ice it with 6.4. And now we're at the table once again. There was an issue with the book, I believe. Garcia makes the first. Second is good, so 6.4 here for Chaffey. So they'll bring it in. Peters trying to throw it ahead. Thomas a 3 on the way, misses everything, and that'll do it for the ball game. Canyons will take it 60-56 over Chaffey. They'll advance to the final of the PCC Sisterhood of Champions tournament in a tight one here against the Chaffey Panthers. On what was Canyons' home opener. We thank you for joining us here on the Cougar Sports Network. We hope you join us for 3 o'clock. Kiameka Oxnard Clash at Canyons tournament here on the Cougar Sports Network.